media practitioners that are supposed to help fight corruption have unfortunately been sucked into cesspool of malfeasance. One of the difficult tasks I faced soon after I took over as acting chairman of the EFCC was having to investigate senior journalists, including media owners, that partook of the sharing of monies meant for arms to fight insurgents in the Northeast. It was shocking that even the ones that have since been arraigned in court still don't feel they did anything wrong. It is difficult to understand the disposition of many media practitioners who are comfortable helping the corrupt to undermine the fight against corruption by attacking anti-corruption agencies. I'm not against critical review of the work of anti-corruption agencies if such exercises are based on fact, but that is hardly the case. Journalists are supposed to be investigators like us by training, but investigative reporting is less fancy these days as media practitioners pursue bread and butter issues. Journalists and journalism have been hijacked by those who have the means, and reporters most times tell stories to satisfy the need of their paymasters. I have been unfairly attacked by a section of the media with fabricated stories to the extent that I had to issue one or two. I have had to reflect on the seeming unethical. I have had to reflect on the seeming unethical not in the media. I have also engaged a few practitioners to understand what has gone wrong. I am told that some of the media houses are owned by alleged corrupt elements that influence the framing of stories. I also learned that many media owners don't pay salaries, thereby exposing their reporters to undue influence by those willing to offer them fat brand envelopes. I have attended a few media training workshops where these ethical issues are discussed and practitioners loud them off. But we truly cannot gloss over these issues if we desire a media that can truly complement the work of the anti-corruption agencies. Well, it is important for media practitioners to uphold the ethic of their profession. Media owners have a duty of care to pay their employees. The media is too critical to be left at the mercy of the corrupt oligarchs in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that corruption is reduced to the barest minimum, if not completely eliminated, the media must align itself with progressive aspirations of Nigerians. We must rise above personal and parochial interests. The good of the greatest number should be your motivation as the first asset of the realm. Be fair in your reporting, and where there are issues of concern in the work of the EFCC or any other agency, be courageous to bring them to the fore so that we can take correction. It is important to state that the fight against corruption in Nigeria is not a sprint. The deep-seated nature of the malaise makes effort to tackle it a marathon of sort, and only the committed can last the distance. I invite you all to come along with us in this marathon. Media support is vital to the success of this all-important race. If we win together. Where we fail, the blame will come to all of us. But we shall overcome. Because the cause of failure is best imagined and experienced. Without the effort of the EFCC, the current economic challenges that confront our nation could have been worse. Through the Commission's enforcement activities, global confidence has been restored in our nation. Foreign investors are now more willing to come to Nigeria because a new culture of transparency and accountability in public procurement process is emerging. More importantly, the rule of law is being enforced as impunity that reigned in the past is being checked. The Commission has also helped to check leakages in the economy and made recoveries running into several billions of naira that have been stolen from the national till. The EFCC is determined to ensure that anyone who steals from the public treasure and all those who assist them to do so under whatever guise are brought to justice. I wish to announce that the Commission is determined to ensure that no one who steals our common patrimony, however highly placed or connected, is allowed to go scot-free. The situation where persons invested with public trust abuse their positions and then seek to evade justice by erecting barricades around themselves is a recipe for anarchy. We will not tolerate that. I cannot conclude the keynote address without acknowledging the fact that what the EFCC is doing today is largely due to the support and the critical view of the media, definitely. For this reason, I salute your patriotism, sacrifice, and courage. At the same time, I call on you to continue to work with the EFCC to sanitize our country for the good of the current and future generation. Join us in the fight against corruption. Once again, I thank you all.